Welcome to Go, a TV web series where presenters aged 10 to 16 explore entertainment, the arts, events, cool people and places.
In this episode, Georgia gets up close and personal with an Oscar in the Dolby Theatre, Hollywood.
Jasper explores the wonderful street murals of Adelaide.
And some of our presenters strut their stuff on stage in musical theatre.
So don't go anywhere. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Most people love a good piece of art, but some of the most creative and stunning art pieces are not found in an art gallery, but in the street. So I decided to check out some of Adelaide's most interesting street murals. Many murals are commissioned for special events, but equally as many are done just so others can enjoy them. This 3D artwork is derived from kangaroo grass and includes sculptural elements of acacia, along with painted outlines of flora and waterholes. To find out more about murals and street art, I decided to catch up with street artist Sarah Casson. So Sarah, what types of street art have you painted and how did you become involved?
So how I became involved was that it's all about who you know and networking with other artists. So social media plays a big part in getting in contact with different artists. So actually when I moved back to Adelaide after being overseas for 2 years, I kind of was trying to get back into the art world loop, and I just sort of got on Facebook and I was seeing what's happening and on Instagram. And I came across a group of artists that were doing some street art. And I sort of asked them, can I come along and watch you and can I get involved? And they were very welcoming and very keen for other artists to sort of see what they're doing. And that's sort of how I met this quite a big group of artists that did this laneway where we are now. And yeah, it just kind of all started from there.
So talk us through what types of materials are used for outdoor work.
So for outdoor work, it's a mixture. Myself, I use a bit of spray can, so aerosol art, but also just go to Bunnings and get house paint and outdoor paint. That's the cheapest option. You get a really big kind of bucket and you can paint a large surface area with that.
And has anyone specifically commissioned you to do an art piece?
Yeah, so I've had a few commissions just from private businesses, so you know, like inside yoga studios or people's homes even, where they sort of want a feature wall.
And what do you love most about being a visual artist?
The thing I love most about being an artist, but also a street artist, is sort of getting my art out there and making it more public. So I feel that, you know, not everybody goes to a gallery or you know, exhibitions and openings. So being a street artist, you can kind of get your art out there a bit more easier. I also love how it sort of transforms the space from maybe something that's a bit more mundane or boring to something more exciting, and it kind of forces people that just walk by to sort of feel a certain way or interact a certain way or a different way with the space that they're walking through.
Well, thanks for your time, Sarah, and I look forward to seeing your art in the future.
The Academy Awards have been around for 88 years, and in that time, plenty of Oscars have been awarded to actors, directors and production crews. Georgia secures a backstage pass to the Dolby Theatre where these amazing awards are held.
Well, time to start the tour.
Yeah, we are.
Academy Awards took place at a private diner for about 270 people. They were presented in 1929 at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, Los Angeles, California, which, believe it or not, is just across the street from where the current Oscars are held at the Dolby Theatre. Tatum O'Neal won the Best Supporting Actress for Paper Moon in 1973, when she was only 10 years old. At the age of 82, Christopher Plummer became the oldest person to win an Academy Award. The Oscar statue stands 34 centimeters tall and weighs 3.5 kilograms.
time.
That's all right.
Last year you auditioned for the professional production of The Sound of Music. Can you talk us through the audition process?
So first we had to fill out an application form of who we were, how tall we were, what age we were, and then once we'd send that through, they'd go, okay, you can come on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And we would go there and we had just had to sing Do Re Mi with a partner, and they would cut someone from that partner and they would go out of the room first, and that meant that they were cut. So their parents had to break it to them. And then we went out and they said, all right, you need to come back tomorrow so that we can do some more dancing. So then we went, and then some kids would get cut. And then eventually, as we kept going through the stages, we realised that if you were in the first group of people who had your name called out, that meant you were cut. So it was pretty sad to see a lot of kids started crying because they knew that they were cut, and it wasn't very good. But then in the last stage, we were put into families, like of a Friedrich, a Louisa, or a Kurt, and there were 4 of them. And then it took about 3 weeks after the auditions that they sent you an email, and it either said, congratulations, you got in, or unfortunately, you weren't the one we were looking for.
How hard was the rehearsal process?
So in the rehearsals, we would, every week we'd do something a little bit different. So one week we'd work with Mr. Casey, who was the music director, and he would do some singing with us and some harmonies. And then next time we might do an acting scene, like we would do the Peter Pan scene, and we'd use with lots of props and just practice it with all of that stuff. And then the next time we might practice marching down the stairs.
Do you get nervous when you're performing?
Yeah, at the start of the show, I would always get really nervous when I could hear all the crowd cheering for Captain Von Trapp when he walked on stage. And then as the show went on and we started doing quick costume changes and I didn't really have time to think about that, I would go on stage and I would just feel fine.
What other types of performing do you do?
I do so much performing, but I dance 7 days a week, and I do a lot of singing practices, and I do school choirs, and everything to do with performing I'm interested in. So acting, workshops, anything.
It sounds like it was a wonderful experience. Thanks for your time, Anna.
That's all right.
That was so fun! Here's what's next on Go.
I sit down and chat with multi-talented Emma Hack,
Georgia segues through Santa Monica Beach in Los Angeles.
and Stella catches up with her uncle, Opera Australia tenor Ben Rashid.
Catch you next time on Go. Christopher Plummer.
Opera Australia. Oh my god!
Chill backstage.
Go again.
Can I go from the other?
It's to catch up with street artists.